pretend like they're professional volleyball players for a while, but the real fun begins tomorrow as classes get underway. And so for the last time, they're able to really put their all, as head coach Ah-Hin Kim was saying, they're able to put their all into the last couple of weeks and really treat this as a launching pad for the rest of their year.
Yeah, it's exciting. Pretty packed house here at the Pizzatola Sports Center, and you can feel the excitement on campus, not just for the beginning of classes, but the home opener for the Brown Bears.
And I think a good percentage of the raucous crowd that you'll be hearing tonight are fellow athletes, fellow student athletes who are on campus coming out to support. They're sitting in clusters by teams. We've been seeing that at these Brown sporting events all weekend, whether it was at water polo over the weekend, some soccer events, Friday, Sunday, field hockey, everything in full tilt for the Brown Bears. And meanwhile, they welcome the Bryant Bulldogs to town. Bryant had a 3-game sweep a couple of weekends ago down at URI. They're 4-2 on the season, and it was just this past weekend at Smithfield where they went 1-2.
Yeah, tough loss.
Unanimous 2019 Ivy League Rookie of the Year and was first team All-Ivy as Brown responds with a point. Really, Malone, one of two freshmen rather for Vanderlaan. It's a number of freshmen and sophomores getting the start, which mean that Brown gets an ace there. For Brown, they've got Widener, Sierra Jenkins, Victoria Vo, Vanderlaan, and Zoe Ubamadou. 5 of your 7 are athletes who, coming into this season, had not played at the collegiate level because of COVID. Kept alive at the net, punched down. Ubamadou, the sophomore from Chattanooga, gives Brown a 3-1 lead to get an ace rather than playing it conservatively and coming up with nothing. Tipped at the net. Bears with a chance for a response. It's a great dig by Abby Ray. Vo active again on the offensive side for Brown. That one's long from Widener again.
Misplays from Widener, but a couple really impressive touches from Victoria Vo. We saw a really nice dig. She's got some power. She can really go for the kill from the back line as well, Adam.
Even standing at only 5'7", freshman from Wiley, Texas. Again, Serve with the serve. Widener with a chance to redeem herself, and she does. An unsuccessful blocking.
Fingers went past that back line.
Tough dig, but well done by Abby Ray. She's made a couple of nice plays early on. There's Vo again. A soft touch feathered over the net, and the Bulldogs scramble here. This has been quite a rally. And a point for Brown. The official be caught so squarely that it clears the back line and goes for a point for Bryant. Placement by Emma McGovern. 5'10" junior from Long Beach, New York. Shear went for the kill, but Bryant saying, not yet. This is Shear again, and Bryant, again, equal to the challenge. Lofted over by Sergel. Brown gets the point when it's all said and done.
Nice eye by Victoria Vo on that back left corner. She knew it was going to go wide past the far side. And Adam, someone I've been impressed with early in this first set is the setter, Sierra Jenkins. She's really setting it up well for the to get it back to her teammate.
Scratch that, Fabi Castro. What a powerful finish there from the Brown Bears. Bo Vanderlaan.
And that is a textbook point for Brown there. Bump, set, swing, and Vanderlaan into the open floor.
Brown still hanging on to a 1-point lead here, 9-8. Thunder at the net, but long. Bryant in disbelief. Haley O'Brien thought she had earned a point. Instead, the Bears go up 2.
And that's really good awareness from Paris Winkler. The ball coming right at you. It's tough to not want to try and dig it, but she knew it was going to go past her and out of bounds.
Tough pass, and so all Bryant can do is send it over, but it sends Caitlin Wong sprawling there. That's Bo. Flipped over the net by Jenkins. Bryant doing well here. And
Rots to be at, and you can see she's comfortable on that left side.
2.7, that's where the team leaders are for the Brown Bears as well. Ubamadou finishes.
Alluding to Adam, this Brown hitting percentage is just at .087. They really need to get that up.
At the net, point for the Bears. Caitlin Wong on the serve here for the Bears. Send right back to Caroline Kennedy as the Bears pick up another point.
Yeah, and Vanderlaan, the middle blocker, really rising up to get in on the mix as well. 8 blocks coming into this match, and she was really fired up after that.
Back and forth, neither team's been able to pull away even for a moment. These teams have been certainly the equal parties so far.
Yeah, and we saw that in the first 2 sets of their match on Friday as well, Adam. 25-23 and 26-24.
Well, the Bears now own their largest lead of this first set, up 3.
And that's just a error from the Bryant season.
Carolina Camacho on the serve for Bryant. There she is, helping set this up. Nice placement over the net for Riley James, but an equal part for Widener. And a big win by Kate Shear.
Emma McGovern able to get the initial block, but it fell down on that Bryant side just because of the pure speed on that hit from Kate Shear.
The crowd doesn't need much to get fired up here today. They are looking for every excuse to do so as the Brown Bears open up a 5-point lead here in the first set.
Attacking error.
McGovern a little in between on the return. It's sent right back to the Bryant Bulldogs. Brown cruising here late in set number 1. And we've got another timeout. We will take it. The Brown Bears, 21-15 on top of the Bulldogs.
First action of the season for Bryant. She comes in, the senior outside hitter from Arizona.
Vanderlaan finesses one over, handled by the Bulldogs. Riley James sends it right back. Won by Victoria Vo.
And Sierra Jenkins is all over the place. She runs.
Abby Ray with the serve. Simply sent over the top by Knight. Vo. By Vanderlaan. She beat her counterpart to the punch. Alyssa Wright was hanging back and once again takes the seat. This is Wong handling the serve. Vo. Wong just needs to get it over and does. Another strong finish, but it's a little... Ubamadou finishes off set number 1 for the Bears. 25-19, the opening set belongs to Brown. The Bears took Friday's matchup from the Bulldogs 3-1, and they've got a 1-0 lead as we get underway on a Tuesday night in Providence. Hang with us, set number 2, just around the corner. And while in the tournament, won 3 games in the tournament, making the Sweet 16 one of those years. Great stuff at the net. Riley James still kept alive. Creativity getting it done right now for the Bulldog, but power finishes it from Sierra Jenkins.
That was a heck of a point to start off this second set. Bryant staying alive, diving on the floor. A couple pancake digs, and Sierra Jenkins just saw a lane right down the middle. Sent it over with the left.
James. Now back to the Bears. This one's out. Jillian Widener had it sent back to her, but Bulldogs couldn't keep it in.
Really loved working with this team, and great to see them here at home.
Vanderlaan finishes inside the tape. Yeah, he really was energized, as I think so many coaches and athletes, especially in the Ivy League, where they've had 2 full years off. Winkler handles the dig that time. Certainly outbalanced by Ubamadou. Jillian Widener sends it back for a Brown Bears point.
That's a perfect.
Jenkins with the serve. Ray sets up Kennedy. Jenkins again. Widener. Ubamadou finishes.
Widener is really hitting her stride here in the second set. A couple nice swings and a good set to Sierra Jenkins to find Ubamadou.
Recruiting locally, friends and family in the area would come on and maybe check out this game just down the road if you're recruiting from the New England area. Brown adds a point to its tally. But this is a sport where you recruit California, Texas.
This program for the Bulldogs as well.
That's Kate Shear building the lead further for the Bears in set 2. Garlassi, the head coach, Ted Garlassi, the assistant. Those two have been together for 26 years here at Bryant,
overseeing this Bryant program that made the transition from Division II.
It's a totally different ball game. Shear with the point for the Bears. Totally different ball game in terms of recruiting. Right? When you're trying to
doesn't know how to receive it, either pointing her hands up or getting her hands down low for the traditional dig.
Soft tap there from Vanderlaan. Into space, but Vo is there. Vanderlaan finishes. Right at Camacho, but Camacho couldn't handle it.
She is just a firecracker out there for Brown. Vanderlaan really bringing the energy at middle blocker. And
service here from Mia Sergel. That one finds its way home by Widener for Kristen Sellers. Shuffled over for Sellers. Kept alive by Wright at the net. James Ubamadou just enough there to stay up for Sergel. Sent right back. Combination of Widener and Ubamadou earn another point for the Bears. Clips the top of the net. Sellers sets it up for another point. Widener. Largest lead of set number 2. The Bryant Bulldogs want to talk it over. Brown already up 1 set. They're up 13-9 in set 2. We'll be back to Providence.
The refs sticking with the original call.
Ubamadou cuts across the grain for a powerful point.
That's a heady play by Ubamadou. Take a look at her right here. She has the chance to go on the far side, but instead cuts it back.
Percentage for Zoe Ubamadou was up over 50%. You can say that's a little bit of sample size, all you want. Another finished one by Widener.
Just some of the mistakes that she has to clean up a little bit. That Coach Ah and Kim was talking about with this whole team.
Ubamadou gets denied, but quickly reacts to keep it alive. Now Bryant with a chance for the answer. That's Widener with the clean dig. Bo sends it over.
And Bo is listed as a
power from Kate Shear.
Yeah, that was a heck of a kill. Shear timed that one really well. Take a look at this play. Nice set by Sierra Jenkins. Fakes like she's going to Vanderlaan and sets up Shear on the right side. Shear got a really clean look at it. No chance for Bryant.
Victoria Vo elevating again at just 5'7". She is creating havoc at the net.
I think we got to list her as libero, defensive specialist, outside hitter, and middle blocker. Gets the block there, and Coach Kim, all smiles, going to the huddle.
Why not? Team's up 6 in set number 2. They've already grabbed the opening set from Bryant. We'll be back with the remainder of this set here in Providence. Inside David Korzanowski, Adam Giardino with you. Service right now for Kate Shear. She's been part of the mix here in set number 2. It's Brown starting to pull away in the middle portion of this one. Emma McGovern caught flat-footed. Number of players converge on the return.
At just 0:51.
Vo. Kept alive by McGovern. Abby Ray, all she can do is just bump it over. Widener.
To her right for the initial dig.
Just a ton of power there from Jillian Widener.
Widener had 13 kills against Bryant in their match on Friday. And that's just textbook.
Jillian Widener, sophomore from Westminster, Maryland. Again, one of those players whose first action coming this season, Kate Shear, with the brute strength.
Bench is feeling good as this sets up set point. Take a look at Shear right on the near side of your screen. Just times the jump well. So low block.
Sent right back over by Vo. Great dig from Jenkins. Long keeping it alive on the tip shot. That's sent into the crowd. Bryant with a number of good kills there. Finally getting rewarded with the point.
Yeah, and that initial dig by Vo, she wants to get that to her setter, but it was so strong that it went back to Bryant. That's the first time they've been able to get in system at him. This is a Bryant team that's just been total.
Service looped over by Josie DeLuga. And DeLuga not able to get the dig. Brown takes set number 2.
Great set from Brown. You can take a look at the point here. Obamadu rises up. We've seen a handful of those kills. Bryant backline has had a lot of trouble with those digs.
25-19 in the opening set, 25-19 in set number 2. We've got our extended break, better part of 5 minutes, then we will be back for set number 3, where Brown will go for the clean sweep of the Bryant Bulldogs. Brown has already knocked off Bryant earlier this year, just a couple of days ago. They want to do it in even more expedited fashion. We'll find out if that's the case when we return to Providence right after this. Welcome you back here to Providence. A couple minutes to go before set number 3 gets underway.
But communication and cohesion, Brown clearly relying on that here tonight.
Ball that could have been sent long. Instead, Riley James keeps it alive.
Into this match.
She was active early in set 1,
right.
But then you're right. Set 2 and even the latter stages of set 1 didn't really hear from her a whole lot. Ubamadu denies it at the net. Wong keeps it going. Bryant's grinding here. Keep it alive. Little quick flick shot over and good for Sierra Jenkins.
Lines does it beautifully.
Bo's serve, not handled cleanly, but still alive for Bryant. Advantage Brown, and advantage Bo Vanderlaan.
Again, middle blockers, been the story of the night for Brown. Able to get it past the outstretched arm.
The pace has slowed down a little bit. You have Widener and Shear who've done a nice job stepping up on the outside, but Ubamadu, Vanderlaan, they've been great. That's Shear once again. Still just one service error for Bryant in the match. That is a truly outstanding number. This is Mia Sergel, who actually has 8 service errors herself this season. Not the cleanest of setups there as Vo knocks it over. Riley James has it sent back by Vanderlaan.
Vanderlaan, the freshman, but the way she plays, you'd think she's been in this gym 3-4 years. Just looks so comfortable. Northeast Conference in 2021.
One service error and the hair on their chin. They avoid one there as Vanderlaan says, no matter. Brown back up a pair.
Finishing off a straight set sweep. It's tough to do.
High in the air from Wong. Shuffled over by Widener. Long with the serve. Jenkins with the dig. Bomadou gets a piece. Jenkins sets up for Shear, and it glances off of Abby Ray for a point.
Touched. The net leaking inside.
Oh, Bomadou! A little caught off guard by that pass, but then caught Bryant by surprise with the finish.
Just a heady play by Bomadou, always being ready. Flicks it over with that right hand. Didn't get a ton of power, but Bryant was not ready.
Bo denied once, sends it back. That one's in for Bryant.
Looks like McGovern and moving it to the outside. LaFour got a wide open lane to swing.
Kate Shear with her 10th point of the evening.
Brown's starting to feel it here. These next 5 to 10 points could make the difference in the match, all tied up at 15.
Shear pops it over into no man's land.
Initial set by Jenkins. And Shear, like you said, just fine. That's been Brown here in the third.
Couple of challenges from Jenkins at the net. Pops it over. Fantastic save from Ray. Riley James. Vo gets it over. Kennedy. As Jenkins is there for the save. Vo. Simple.
Just a hit too long.
Victoria Vo involved in that rally. Pretty heavily in that rally. Vanderlaan on a sneaky setup from Jenkins.
That assist total for Jenkins continues to climb. Now 34 for the sophomore.
With consecutive points, Brown has tied it up, prompting a timeout from the Bulldogs. We're getting down to the wire in set 3. And Vanderlaan sent it back to James.
And we've seen a lot of Riley James on the left side for Bryant. She moves to the right, and Widener is there.
Caroline Kennedy. It's kept alive by Wong. James. What a fantastic, gritty point. Finished off by Vanderlaan.
Story there is Caitlin Wong. The pancake dig was absolutely beautiful to keep the play alive. Take a look at this. Full extension with the right hand. Sets it up for Jenkins. The rally continues. And Vanderlaan finishes it off.
Suddenly Brown's on a 4-0 run. Make it 5-0.
Yeah, Alyssa Wright just sent it too high past that back line. Could sense she was maybe trying to play it a little bit safe as well.
Stoned at the net by Kate Shear. Brown's got the serve, and it's match point. Pizzatola Center standing up. The home opener for the Brown Bears. First time in a couple of years that they've played here in Providence. And Shear finishes it off.
An end-to-end performance for the Brown Bears. Faced some adversity in the third set, trailing to Bryant. But Kate Shear finishes it on the outside, and really it was that front line